Well, hello everyone. Earlier today I saw The Creator, and I must say, hey, as the latest film from Gareth Edwards, who previously worked on Monsters, Rogue One, and the 2014 Godzilla, it's about my favorite film of his, one of the year. I could definitely say it's on the list of them. So let's begin. In the near future, a man named Jacob played by no Joshua, played by John David Washington, is assigned to find the creator, also known as Nirmata, and a form of artificial intelligence, and in what is known as New Asia, and ends up finding in the form of AO, also known as Elfie, played by Madeline Yuna, and ends on going on a journey that ends up changing not only his perspective on technology, but also ends up getting drawn to conflict in ways he never imagined. I would say it's very timely narrative, and especially as the AI debate definitely has not gonna have easy answers. Like I definitely keep telling people, please keep debating this. It's worth having. Admittedly, while some aspects of the film do get a bit heavy in ways of one, when the moment I started picking up what they were laying down, I said to myself, oh yeah, I see where you're going here. And as for the parables to Vietnam, well, I can understand how that rubs some people the wrong way, but at the same time, would not be the first science fiction film to draw parallels with that conflict. And in this particular instance, it's also adding layers to another conflict that did not have any easy answers in hindsight. And the world building and cast was a fantastic. Definitely use of Watanabe, Allison Janney, Gemma Chan, Sturgill Simpson, and Ralph Ineson, among others, who's been. And definitely can say I really enjoyed the music, heck, by Hans Zimmer, and even though the $80 million budget is much lower than Edward's other big budget forays in science fiction, you do still get that money on the screen. And it recalls not just in terms of storytelling, characterization, but also visual presentation, the much older science fiction films of the 70s and 80s, where digital effects just plain assist to the practical work. I mean, especially the setting, a lot of the makeup on some of these characters called simulants, including Alfie herself. Yeah. I'm trying not to hold it against anyone for not rushing to see this. It's admittedly not one for the faint-hearted, and in many respects, I mean, and even though I would have liked it if it was doing better, I totally understand why, domestically speaking, it's only made about 40% of its budget back so far. And really some stiff competition at the time of release and since, but I have my usual point of view whenever I see a movie that doesn't do too well, especially in how unpredictable this year has been. We have seen it, great. If you have not, feel free to give it a watch if you're so inclined. I mean, I've definitely seen worse ways to spend 2 hours and 13 minutes, and all things considered, I mean, it definitely, as the strikes continue with AI being a factor in them, and film's distributor, her having some very awkward use of extras in one of their made for TV films, it's definitely a one I would be eager to experience again when I give it a chance. So I give this a very strong 4 out of 4, 5 out of 5, and now on to some coming attractions. Okay, October 20th, Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon, based on the novel of the same name, which concerns oil tycoons clashing with the locals in the Depression-era Midwest. And even though I've not read the book, I don't think I'll have to. And I think it looks good, to be honest, though I'm not going to be rushing out to see this one right away, though I'll definitely be most likely checking it after it comes out on Apple Plus, in about a month and a half. It's I'm really not going to be taking any of the things he's saying about the current state of affairs personally, because nothing I haven't heard before, if I'm being completely honest, at all. Okay, and November 10th, The Marvels, which is one of my most anticipated films of this holiday season, and even though, again, some projections are admittedly worrisome to a fault, I also think they're still kind of lowballing it. When I think about it, since even though the runtime is still being debated, some say it's as short as an hour 45 minutes, some say it's as long as around 40 minutes. Guess we'll find out when it gets close to the movie actually releasing. I think it looks like it'll be fun, and I'm definitely inclined to go more towards like the higher estimates of like the film's projections, which not quite as much as the first movie, but in line with Wakanda Forever's final take a year ago, given how it's opened the same very plum Veterans Day weekend spot, which is very good movie going in real estate, I would say. So let's continue. November 17th, The Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, the prequel to the Hunger Games saga based on the novel of the same name, which also sees Francis Lawrence turn the helm, having directed 3 of the 4 main installments, and even with what he said about not splitting Mockingjay in 2 parts hurts, I don't feel the same way about it as him. I'm not sure how this one will do, given how long the friends have been absent from theater screens, but the cast I put together is quite solid, and now that I have read the book, I finally understand what's going on. At the very least, looks like it should be better experience than Trolls band together. And even though this movie is functionally about a dystopia where the young are forced to kill each other for others' amusements, I think it should still provide more levity than Trolls Band Together, since I made very clear I was not a fan of the other films in that series, and I have no plans to see a third. That and Super Mario RPG Remake is coming out that same day too, so we'll see how it turns out. Last but definitely not least is Doom Part 2, which got pushed back to next March due to the ongoing strikes with SAG-AFTRA. I'm still interested in this film, no matter how long I have to wait to see it, given how I'm still giving more time to reread the novel, and also I even got like the audiobook version on Audible not too long ago as well. I definitely think that anytime it releases, it should be an even bigger hit than the first one was, especially in regards to how it is now how things are definitely improving, more people have their shots, and we're gonna make sure I'm mine up to date very soon. And on top of much of the cast, as well as the crew returning, there are many newcomers, including Austin Butler joining in the proceedings, as well as Michelle Yeoh. So I'm looking forward to this film. Easily one of the most anticipated ones of 2024, or so. I just hope that one of the things that that I'm taking with this film is, I really they would hope if they stopped delaying Inevitable and just paid these people what they're asking. Not some big names, but just people playing like Reg Number 47 or Stormtrooper SP-1992. Anyway, that'll be all for now. I'll see you all again very soon. Take care, everyone.